My name is Kwabena Chenchen. Many thanks for joining us here on News Desk. Now to our very first story. And Chairman of Parliament's Government Assurances Committee has launched a strong defense of President Mahama following a joint news investigation that revealed he took a luxurious Ford Expedition vehicle as gift from a Burkinabe contractor who subsequently won lucrative contracts from the government. Now that story was first aired here on the Joy News channel yesterday, and here are some excerpts.
What you have to do is politics. It's not politics. If I buy the plane, you are continuing.
The atmosphere in the air-conditioned office of Jibril Kanazwe, a renowned contractor and businessman in Ouagadougou, is heated. Jibril Kanazwe paused my interview with him and seized the voice recorder. He accused me of trapping him to disclose information he would ordinarily not disclose. I was in Burkina Faso to investigate allegations that he used undue influence to win a contract. He defended the process through which he won the contract and justified the cost of the project. The Ghana Embassy fence wall in Burkina Faso was built around a piece of land that is yet to be developed. The land is about the size of a football pitch and is located at the ambassadorial enclave in Ouagadougou. Ghana's ambassador to Burkina Faso at the time of the project, Chief Dauda Mandiaya Baumia, said he wrote to Mr. Kanazwe and two other contractors to submit quotations for the project. He does not remember the names of the other two. There are allegations that the contractor who eventually won the contract is his close friend. Chief Baumia does not dispute this claim.
He's my friend and he continues to be my friend because we didn't break up the relationship after I left there.
Mr. Kanazwe explains how he won the contract.
Each institution have his way of managing his contracts matter. We got a letter from the embassy that a bid, and we have sent our code. We replied to the bid. And we got the contract.
Was it advertised in newspapers or they wrote to you directly?
Oh, they wrote to us. It was not on newspaper.
A former chief executive officer of the Public Procurement Authority, Ajenim Boatiaje, said a contract of this nature should have gone through competitive bidding.
The law has provided for thresholds above which a method is to be used. Now, if you talk of a 650,000 or a 2 million contract or 2 million procurement, the law definitely requires that, one, you cannot use request for quotation because it's got a threshold of 20,000 and above. It could either be a national competitive tendering or international competitive tendering.
He said the Foreign Affairs Ministry could have obtained approval from the Public Procurement Authority if it wanted to use restricted tender.
Restrictive tendering and sole source are methods which are not restricted by value. But then the law makes a clear provides a clear instructions that such methods of procurement must have a prior approval from the Public Procurement Authority.
Attempts to get details of the contract from the Foreign Affairs Ministry yielded no results. The Public Procurement Authority, on the other hand, would not comment on whether the ministry sought approval or not. In the office of Mr. Kanazwe hangs a photograph of him and President John Mahama. Exactly a week before I went to meet him in Burkina Faso, President Mahama had commissioned the 46-kilometer Dodo Pepeso section of the Eastern Corridor Road, Mr. Kanazwe's latest project in Ghana.
I also want to take the opportunity to thank Messrs. Umaru Kanazwe, Contractors Limited of Burkina Faso, for the very high quality of work they have done on this stretch of road. As I said, perhaps this is one of the best quality roads in Ghana today.
Joy News has evidence that Jibril Kanazwe sent a brand new Ford Expedition vehicle to President Mahama in 2012, the year he got the embassy fence wall contract and a 25.9 million euros road contract.
There was this vehicle you gave as a gift in 2012, that's the Ford Expedition. Was it meant for the ambassador or it was meant for the president?
No, that one, I'm not aware of that one. I'm just aware of the wall.
But you also gave a Ford Expedition car to the ambassador and I want to know who it was intended for.
No, I did not give a Ford Expedition to the ambassador.
In 2012, when the vehicle was given, Ghana's embassy in Burkina Faso wrote a letter ordering border authorities at Paga to allow the vehicle to pass. That letter reads,
I have been directed to inform you that the Ghana mission in Ouagadougou is assisting with the transportation of a gift donated to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, by Mr. Jibril Kanazwe, a renowned contractor in Burkina Faso.
While anti-corruption campaigners and legal experts have said the president violated his own code of conduct for public office holders, as well as that of the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice. Now, the bigger question for many, though, is what constitutes a gift, and at what point does a gift become a bribe? Well, Member of Parliament for Bekwai Joseph Osei-Usu believes the president took a bribe from the Burkinabe contractor.
What does it constitute for you?
Well, it's bribery. There's no such thing as a gift in this circumstance. If the story as put out by Azure is true, it started from a contractor seeking favors, getting the favors, getting big contracts, and then paying back. It's a kickback, so there's no issue about, but it is a bribe. And that has been the case. There's no other thing.
If it's a bribe, then it constitutes grounds for impeachment.
Yes, it does.
Is it an issue you may want to take up?
Not yet. You have to put all the facts together. So far, what I've read and what I've heard, you need the documentary evidence that are in the hands of Azure before you can constitute a proper case together. But it's something worth considering.
But Chair of Parliament's committee responsible for holding the executive to account, Emmanuel Kwesi-Bejwa, says the president did no wrong in accepting the gifts.
It came out that the president has taken a gift, not a bribe. I had a couple of people distinguishing between a gift and a bribe, and I kept telling people that there's a thin line between a gift and a bribe. Now that thin line was clarified by our constitution as well as our code of conduct. Now, how do we clarify what is a gift and what is a conduct? I always look at gift from our historical antecedent. The history of Africa tells us that when you're going to
you're talking about tradition.
Not tradition.
The way we behave.
Our customs.
But that's not governance, is it? Before you even cite that.
Let me want
to cite it still?
I'm citing it. You go to any person, a chief or anybody, you give the person a gift, the schnapp or whatever it is, before you even say something or greet the chief or the big man that you've gone to. It is part of our tradition. We've grown with it. That is why the code of conduct as well as the constitution says that whatever thing that you've taken, either gift or a present given to you, should not, if you are a public office holder, you should distinguish between it for your personal use and that of the state. So here lies a gift coming to the president, and he's not the first person who has received a gift. Many people have received a gift, but the question is that was it used for his personal, or was it registered in his name, or is given to the state?
Well, the critics say it doesn't matter whether it was in a pool or not, or it is in a pool
or not. Then we should refer to the Constitution. We should refer to the Code of Conduct. When you go to America, for instance, any gift that is given to the president must register in the National Museum or must be registered. If it's beyond certain limit, it must be given to other charity or given to the federal state. Now, coming back to Ghana, if it is for me and I use it for my personal use, then becomes a gift which can be used to influence me. But the gift that was given to him, was he used to influence him? I'll be one of the people who champion the cause of either his impeachment or anything. But if it is to the contrary, then all of us must come to a point, stakeholders, all of our parliamentarians, civil society, we must come to a point where we say that the president should not take anything from anybody. I don't see that as a...
But we have regulation that state that you shouldn't take certain things beyond a certain amount.
For your personal use. Why are we separating
it
personal use?
It doesn't state in the regulation that...
So it's a gray area, and I'm saying that yes, he has received it as a gift, and then he's giving it to the state.
So you're taking advantage of the grey area to argue this way?
No, that is the law. If it is for him, if it's registered in his name as his personal thing, then we know that it's a bribe, that the person, his friend, has given a bribe. But in this case, he has accepted it as a gift and he gave it to the state.
Now we have notable members of parliament, Honorable Bajira, who indeed want to take this seriously as far as they can and even lead to some impeachment or start some impeachment proceedings.
That is what we are getting to. We are waiting. I am waiting for it. They should show me evidence to the contrary that this, what I'm saying, that is a gift, they are seen as a bribe. Then all of us will vote for it.
If you were the president, you were given $100,000 gift, would you have taken it?
I'll take it and give it to the state, and that is exactly what he did.
You would have taken it.
How come President Bush, when he came to Ghana and President Kufuor gave him a gift, he gave it to the state?
What gift did President Kufuor give?
Well, in this country, when Bush came to Ghana, he was given a gift. He gave it to the state. He gave it to the federal state. So it doesn't mean that when you are given a gift, you should not take it. You can take it. But the point is, are you using it for your personal use?
You're a public office holder. I'm surprised that you are justifying this. That's why. Because I'm hard on you because you're a member of parliament.
Yes. Roland, the issue, what we are discussing here has to do with law.
Yes.
It has to do with law.
Precisely.
The law says that if you are taking it for your personal use.
So he didn't take it for his personal use?
It's for the state.
Okay.